Hello great people, African travel again. This is our second session with Mr. Karana. On the first session we did go deep into for you guys to get to know him and the journey that he's been through. So this is the session for you guys to get to know better Mr. Karana and the journey. So karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Nashukuru sana. It was amazing for you to show us.
Thank you.
The transformation that you're doing in this country.
Okay.
And most people would want to know your story. How did you come up to the point of setting up what you have right now? And also, before we go that, they also want to know Emirates Engineering. How did it come up as well? So Karana, karibu tena kwa channel.
Asante sana.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes.
My name is Karana, you just said. Emirates Electricals, Emirates Engineering is a long journey. I think I started with Emirates Electricals.
Yeah.
It's just used for merchandising, importing merchandising.
So it was more of, is it wholesaler, distributor?
Retailing.
Or retailing?
Retailing. But over a period of time, I began in 2013.
Yeah.
Just merchandising.
Oh, just merchandising.
Just merchandising. Importing from UAE, from China.
So mostly the product that you currently produce?
Yes. Another list of items that I haven't produced yet.
Okay.
Until get to a point whereby I felt there's a challenge. Because the government keep on changing the goalpost time and again. Shipping line, especially on the things that I don't have control. And I realized I'm at a big loss when I import some things, take too long, and the margin is very small.
So you lose a lot.
You lose a lot in terms of revenue, you lose a lot in terms of time, and you also lose a lot in terms of learning and pushing the company as you project. So I realized I need to look at things differently. Mine was not to look outside what I do,
yes,
but invest in what I do in my line of work on a daily basis. So I look at between the list, what can I eliminate from the import, either customizing locally or even sourcing from other distributors locally. And I look and realize we don't have them locally, like mostly on the enclosures.
Yeah.
Nobody manufactures wall-mounted enclosures. People does stainless enclosures. At what extent? What about the quality? I had the quality that I wanted to maintain because I'm known because of quality.
So you help build that brand
of
quality.
Yes.
Wow.
If not quality, I don't negotiate on that. I don't compromise on that. So I realized I'll establish an investment that reflects my ideologies, what I believe, and what people know me for. And I look at what's that consumes money, but with a little revenue. What's that I can complement on the import and do it locally. Like the LV boards mostly are locally assembled, but I had a problem with the standard. I have the problem with the quality
of the final product.
The final product. Yes, they just do the box. I do assembling, the fixing of the component inside. Unfortunately, realize those who can do it, they either takes a lot of time, or they don't want to do because they have a lot of work, which is the Indians just have a lot of work.
They're taking every business,
every business, because they already invested earlier on than us. They are our teachers, but they
are ahead of the game.
Yes, so they're the one who came first, invest the technology from their country, India, they bring it here. So we will learn from them to do these things that we are doing today. Actually, we are so grateful to Indians for bringing the technology here.
Oh, earlier. But we took too long to adapt to theirs and come out from that which they
used to do and do it on now. I think because of the fear. I don't know because of why we took too long, but here we are now.
Wow.
They taught us. China came. They invested the machineries. We went there. Prices are friendly. People are buying small machines. And we are still minimizing the imports. We're still pouring the business from the Chinese
to Kenya,
from the Indians to Kenyans because we also have a significant market. Yes, a significant market of the same. So over a period of time, I realized there's more I can do to solve my solutions. Look at the boxes, it's just empty, they have nothing inside. But it takes 75% of the value.
75%.
Shipping, and the taxes take 75%. Because the cost of shipping is based on the CBM, not the value. Right?
So CBM basically, for those who don't understand, what does that mean?
It's a cubic meter.
How much you buy in the container?
The volume
that you buy.
The CBM is the volume of the certain box or a certain parcel. If you're charged based on the volume, you lose. You lose.
Wow. So they say the more you buy, the better.
The more you buy.
Sometimes you don't need all this.
Yes.
Or you don't have the finances to buy all this.
There's also another issue was the minimum quantity.
Yeah.
You need to buy 100 on every size. So, and you need variety. You have a variety that you consume, but you don't have enough resources. We don't have the unity in our market. Our friends who are we're in the same line of business. They're not people that would sit down with them and say let's combine the effort. Let's buy the minimum quantity. We split when the goods come. Nobody hear that narrative. It's not, we don't have that culture.
You feel like it's competition is like enemy to some extent.
Yeah, you're just on your own. So after some time, I realized I need to pick several items, pull from the long list of imports. Let me see what I can do. Unfortunately, in the market, no one is doing them. So I decided I need to sacrifice. It's just a sacrifice. But unfortunately, I don't even know how to do them. As I plan, I don't know how to do them. This is my need. I don't know the solution for my problem.
You need this fixed, but you have no idea what happens on the back end.
No idea. So I decided there are people who have been this locally. There are people in the neighboring countries who have them. But unfortunately, if we are that position, Uganda and Tanzania were behind us. So there's nothing to benchmark in those two countries.
Our neighbors.
Yes. So I realized only Egypt and maybe South Africa could be having. It's easier to go to Egypt than go to South Africa. So I have friends in Egypt, visited them, I saw what they're doing. I took the note. I went to UAE, where I import most of the goods. Look at several factories. Their companies are way ahead of us.
The way they're on another level.
The technology they have, even 2014. The technology they were in 2014. We don't even have. I don't think we have it now. We don't have it. They're still way ahead of us. China was the friendly. Turkey was way ahead of UAE. So there was nothing to benchmark in UAE and Turkey. The technologies are way ahead of us. But China,
you need to start small.
Start small. You don't have the time to teach you. But Chinese were willing, they're accommodative. They taught me how to do small things. And I realized even getting the machinery from Turkey is way expensive as compared to buying the machineries from China. So I learned from China how to do things, and I bought the machineries from China. I realized over time, I want to buy this, but this is not enough to complement what I want. It's not enough to finish the entire process. If you look at on the videos that we took inside, we need several machines to finish a certain product.
Yes.
So these are the machines that I need.
Like a chain process.
Yes, the process is long. Different machine does a different part, move to the next, move somewhere else. So I didn't have that money by then. That was in the back 2018. When I realized the market have changed completely. But I also need to change. You don't just stay there.
You're doing the same
thing. People are changing from the mentality, from how they do things, or from how they see things. Technology also changing very fast. I need to start moving and see how people are doing. I realized one of the things that consume my money with very little revenue is the enclosures. the stainless, wall-mounted enclosures, and powder-coated enclosures, wall-mounted. They consume too much money, very little margin, but the biggest chunk of revenue goes to shipping. I began to see, I had thought it's a very complicated, very complex process until I visited China and realized,
Is this machine your first machine?
No, the final product. The first thing was to see the products. But also now I'm also interested in making them. So the long list of what I would like.
Yeah.
But I need to know within my budget how, on what item can I pick from the list and get the machineries based on my budget. I can set up lockery and start doing my small customization of the products. Earlier I saw several machineries, but we also have local challenges that we have. So I opted for a piece machine. We have the machine that does like 3-in-1, like the laser bending and the welding. Those are robotic machineries. We don't have that technology locally. We don't even have the demand for a huge system. But I also visit small factories that have one machine after the other, from point A to B, B to C, C to D. This is now my entry level. But I need several machines. I need the technology. What they had on that period of time is what now we are having today. As much as they are removing what they had then.
Yeah.
I don't have that. Even that technology for that period of time, 2018, I don't even have. So I realized, fine. Nobody was born with this.
Yes. Start somewhere.
And then Lila encouraged me. Took a week in different factories, learning few things, learning to operate. Now my mind was settled. Not interested in Egypt anymore. Not interested in the UAE, Turkey. I'm in China now to stay. I came. There's Alibaba. I look at the machineries. I look at the process. I took the videos when I was there. I realized I can do it, but I need to know where to start. The machine to buy. I look at the products. I realize the dindle machine was very simple because you just need the coil.
Yes.
Forming, cut. There's the punching of the holes.
Yes.
And now then cutting the length. That was the simplest.
And that became your first.
That was my first machine.
First machine to buy.
Came. I have an idea putting it at my place.
Where you live?
Yes, where I live. I didn't have the money to buy the machinery.
Yes.
The raw material. And lease a space.
So you started it at home.
Realized I can start it at home. But the problem with at home was the power. I need the 3-phase, but at home I had.
Is it 2 or 1?
I need
single phase.
Home I have single phase. The machine need 3-phase. There's a friend of mine who was ahead of me. Thank you for his great support. He really supported me. Yeah. He allowed me to have to put the machine in space.
Wow.
That's where the journey began. My first customer was myself. These are the things that I consume.
And you started selling from your retail store?
Yes. I decided I will start looking for the customer of the products. I need to invest on what the first customer. So I took the one that I manufactured the first time.
Yeah.
Took them to my shop, start selling. Fortunately, the customers who used to buy the imported products didn't care. They believe in me.
On the product you sell.
On the product and what I do. Earlier the neighbors also want to buy my product. Start now selling one after the other.
You started selling to your competitors even.
Yes. But also still this on the journey, this is where I wanted to be. I need to also increase the volume, increase the products, increase the product from point A, product B, product C. I realize then the boxes, I need to do them. So simple. Go the machine. Upon the supplier, I don't have the money. Thank you to the banks, we have the loans facilities. By then, the interest was about 14%, 15% was lucky enough. I got them, I think, to like Absa Bank that supported me.
And you invested?
I invested. I bought the machine in 2020, the COVID era.
Wow.
Took the entire money, sent it to China. Not really sure if they deliver deliver the machine. I'm just optimistic.
It's a good risk.
Took the risk. Fortunately, they were done. We booked the container, do the shipping. Those were videos that they sent to us. We confirm, okay, fine, these are honest people. Yes, of course they deliver. I'm trusted, but I'm not really sure if they wrote what they sent the picture. So just a matter of waiting. So to end of 2020, the machinery came.
Wow.
The same friend of mine, hey my friend, I'm stuck. Don't have the money. Don't have the money. Can you lease my own space? That's expensive. Because around here is a prime area for industrialization.
Yeah.
So the people who own this place, they don't negotiate much.
The area, as you say, is prime. It's on demand.
The demand is higher than the supply. So I stayed at my friend's place until 2022. But now he also want to add the machine. I also want to add the machine. So it wasn't conducive to be under one roof.
Just now separate.
With his machine, and also have made me grow to this point, because the land he charged me was significant. But it's very something that's manageable. So just when you're done, you feel now you can stand on your own. Let me know. You just proceed. That's when I got this place. This place in June 2022.
Oh, June 2022.
That's when I came here. I came with the machine that some are 1 year old, some are 1 year and a half. Some when I'm moving here, they never went to my friend's place.
They came straight up here.
Yes. And third time I only had the design. I've done the designs before, tried to perfect on the design, but the practicality of them wasn't, because I didn't have the machine. It was a long process, very difficult to assemble everything. The machineries, the powder coating, the welding system also. I realized the welding system is what we have locally. What I thought would work didn't work.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
So sometimes you can import something and doesn't really work.
Yes, didn't work. The output of the products. I didn't know how to do it on the welding part. Because I thought welding is just welding. Realized no, it doesn't work for us. For me to achieve a certain standard, I need to have a specialized machine for welding. That's when I bought the first welding machine, laser welding machine. So when I came, I immediately achieved. But it took me 1 month to learn. I took leave to my supplier. They thought they were friendly.
Still from China?
From China.
Wow. I think that's why these guys are leading.
Language barrier became a problem because they don't know English. So we have a system called WeChat. It's an application.
Yeah, I do.
You write in English, they interpolate. You write in Chinese, you interpolate. Took a lot of time. Took a lot of time. But you are grateful.
It's quite a journey.
It's quite a journey. That also contributed to not delivering the products
on time.
So, but eventually managed.
Wow.
I did the several products. No, it's not still.
It's
not
still
acceptable.
Up to the quality that you really want.
I had how to benchmark. This is the imported. This is what I want to do. I'm still very far from this. Sometimes I would decide I think it's good, but since I saw the process from the beginning, I feel it's good. But I have to blame somebody else who have not seen the process. Compare these two. Where can I improve?
You did all that?
Yes. Look at this. Where can I improve? Improve on this. Now I go back to the raw material, design, cutting, bending, powder coating, until I get a product was somehow acceptable in the market. I have to produce, invite friends who know what it is. Look at this. Where can I improve? Look at this, where can I improve?
And so the genuine friends, not the normal friends who are just there to
So you know they are the beneficiary. They get the credit of the products. Yes, you need to be honest. Yes. You no longer now don't want to import it. You come, hey Kananja, give me this product on credit. So you pay after 30 days. Okay. And remember, this guy helped me. Yeah. Proceed. So that's where things began to flow.
Step by step.
Step by step. The things that were very easy, like the cable tray and the trunking, were very easy to do them. Those immediately, I didn't approve for anyone because it's just the bendings, just the angles and the powder. Go to the market. I began from there. I realized it's difficult because one, our market is very difficult. The delivery. This is not the place. The customer doesn't want to come and pick goods in the factory. They want the goods to be where they are.
Oh, to be delivered.
To be delivered. For how long can you deliver? Maybe 1.5, 1.3, so 1.5 is a problem. So that's when another sister company called Schneider Innovation and Supplies Limited was born. It's our distributor. Schneider Innovation.
Schneider Innovation.
It's our distributor. We're going to distribute the cable tray, trunkings, and the dingles. Until we start now producing data cabinets, enclosures, distribution boards, consumer units. We still manufacture and send to them. Customize, send to them. Customize, send to them.
And where does Schneider deliver? Do you have a retail store, or they deliver basically with the MOQ or money online?
No.
Yeah.
We have a store, a physical store. Yeah. With the team for delivery, the team for sales, the team for accounting.
So this store is where?
We are located in downtown.
Oh, CBD.
CBD.
Okay.
Charles Rubia Road.
Yeah.
In that floor in Dawan House. Yes. In the middle of the business, Nyamakema, where the electricals, where most of the customers are there.
So the store is there.
The store is there. Schneider Innovation.
Schneider Innovation.
Yes.
It's a sister company. It's like
the sister company.
They take it good from here.
Yes.
And you can take it from there.
Yes.
So guys, you know where to go for the goods.
So you want those items? Schneider Innovation is the place to be.
Yeah.
They sometimes don't even need to go there. You get the contact, call, we deliver. Some we send to Mombasa, some we send to Nakuru, some we send to Thika, Kisumu, Kisii, several customers. Outside country, have you explored? No, I don't do much of the outside the country. Outside the market, I have not invested much because every country have a standard. Our standard is different from standard of Uganda, standard for Tanzania. Maybe they would come to my distribution point in town and they buy from there. How they deliver to their place, it's up to them. I don't even want to follow much. If somebody from Uganda or Tanzania or Rwanda or Congo comes and wants something in bulk, for you can produce for them. Yes. And they handle the customs and everything. And the custom, because the standards and the Kenya Bill of Standards, they need to approve some of the products. Okay. Yes. Okay. They need a lot of approvals, so I sell as they are, where they are. Decide the next step. Okay. Yes. So that's how the process have been from start to this point. The journey was very difficult, very difficult. But before we go to that difficult part, how did you come up with the name Emirates? Emirates Engineering. Yes. I was inspired by one company called Emirates Electricals in UAE. Yeah. Because the electors, to me, you guys have a future. You've never seen an African come into a factory want to learn how to manufacture. They come from us to buy the finished product. I told them this is the future. This is where I want to go. This is where I want to go. I'm tired of supporting people, supporting products that I don't have control. You wake up one morning, they don't want to sell to me. What next? You do it by yourself now. You wake up one morning, you've got another distributor who has the financial muscle than me. You want a distributorship. We have done the donkey work of marketing the product. Now you don't want to give it because you don't have the capacity. And just like that you lose. If you have the power in your hand. Yes. Let me establish something that I can control. I can make 10, that's what I can make. I can make 20, that's what I can make. I know the process from A to B. It's about the price. I'm flexible because I am able to know how much I spend on this, how much I spend on this, how much I spend on this. But on the supply from different countries, do not give you the details. Yes. So my friend from Dubai inspired me, and I decided I can as well use Emirates. Just the Emirates. The rest is the engineering and allied, and the Emirates Electrical Supplies. That's how it was born.
It was born.
Yeah.
So you inspired basically. So there was a good relationship between you and the
Yes.
electrical.
Yes.
Wow.
They fully supported me. Fully supported me.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So this journey, as you say, it's been difficult because people would want to understand how difficult is it to come up with this. You've mentioned some of the initial capital and also understanding the equipment. Apart from that, this journey has not been easy for you.
Okay.
What we see right now is a lot of sweat and hard work.
Yes.
And also, I would want you to mention what are the difficulties, as well as what are the difficulties in terms of government and regulations in setting up.
I think on the challenges, I've suffered much on the supply chain. It's my biggest headache even today, supply chain. Yeah. Because most of the things that I customize, you get the hinges you're getting from point A, the logs for point B, screws from point C, right? The powder you're getting from another supplier, the sheets from another supplier. So many things you're buying from different places. So for you to have a final product,
it takes a lot of
jago
here and there.
Right? Sometimes they don't deliver what you bought.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have enough resources. Like look at the sheets. I have a variety of items. I need different thickness of sheets. I need colors, like the powder. I mostly have 4 different colors. There's a black, there is a gray, there is white, there is orange.
Yeah.
There's a minimum quantity.
You have to buy. And probably one color does not move. You don't consume as much.
Yes. Look at the black. Look at the orange. They don't move. But I'm forced to buy at least 1 ton.
1 ton
per color. So what do? You invest much money on imports. Your money is lying. Something maybe you consume in a year's time. 6 months.
You have to buy in advance.
You have to buy in advance and pay before the delivery. So one of the biggest problem, because these things are not things that we can get them locally. So supply chain have been a problem. 2 different supply chain. Local, we have some like the Elon sheets.
Yeah.
But you look at what we have in the market locally. Some supplier who want to do business with you, they won't give you credit.
To pay up front.
Yes. Then there's some quality of the sheets. Like the sheets, we have a problem. The reason why I won't buy sheets locally is the quality of the sheet.
So we have manufacturers who do the sheet,
importers,
the quality, or the importers.
The importers, they don't import quality sheets.
They look at what is selling first.
What is selling first?
Price.
I'm not after the price. I'm after the quality.
Wow.
So you look at now the quality, and these things takes between 90 and 120 days.
To have them here.
So what do? You need to look for the money. You need to invest. You need to look for people who can help you on this. I've tried to look for the friends. Have the lady market. Take the powder. Take the sheet. Take this. Supply to me. I pay you. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. So I'm forced to dig my pocket now, do it myself, and have the control of supply chain. So that is one of the parts that have really been very difficult in this journey. The other part is the government regulations.
Yeah.
And things you can control, like the shipping lines, the position of the currency.
Yes.
Taxes.
There's a time the currency depreciation was too high.
Look at like the systems in KPA. Look at the system in port.
They keep changing with the government
Changing,
and
with
I don't know,
the
PS or
government,
what.
yeah. Today the system is down. You have 4 days to clear your products. System is down. Sometimes the wagon, your factory is, your pin is in Nairobi. You cannot use Mombasa as the clearing point. You have to bring to Nairobi, SGL. The wagon is not functioning. 1 week, you're still waiting for your consignment. You're grounded.
So in terms of, what is that one thing that made you almost, tired and almost give up? Have you ever gotten to that point?
Yes, at some point I felt very difficult when I realized I've invested heavily on the systems.
Yeah.
On the machineries, technology, human resource. I've done the parts, the products, but they're not acceptable in the market.
Wow.
And I'm not able to consume enough to sustain the workshop, the business. So what happened is, at some point I felt I need to close down, come up with another strategy. But
you are almost closing down.
Almost closing down. Fairly close closing down. But that time, I think God is very grateful.
Yeah.
Now the government came with the regulation. Came with the regulation. People who had imported some parts that I was assembling locally were in the port. So the market didn't have an option but to consume what is available.
Oh.
Right. So what?
The government increased tax, or was it what?
I think there was a change of policy. They want to increase the taxes. The agent doesn't want. The tug of war took for some time.
And the product was not there in the market except yours.
Now, I have this not really good as imported. The market need because we can close the shop because the government have changed the policy.
Yeah.
So what do? Let me convince the customer. Take this as wait for the
other ones.
That's when I happen to sell, get money. Now invest heavily on the design, bring new team for the design, new team for the welding, the powder,
the manpower now.
Yes. Now I'm not getting people who I'm training. I'm getting the professionals. It was the money to pay.
The professional is quite high.
Yes. So I had to invest on the professional. Unlike before,
where you had to do everything that is happening is people you train.
People I train.
And they can only pass on what you know.
Yes. So they complement that gap. That since then, even when that issue ended,
yes,
people never stop
buying from you because now what is coming to the market was
Now I finished what wasn't really good with that hectic period.
Yeah.
2, better quality with the team. Wow. That's how I saved the company.
God is great.
God is very faithful. Very faithful. Yes. It's not easy to close the factory.
It's a big, and the number of people. You have a big
number
team,
of people.
Huh?
A team of about 26.
26 staff.
Yes.
Wow.
20 staffs. Yes.
Wow. And also the revenue, the power consumption. How is power consumption in terms of setting up such a business?
Power consumption is something that I've really worked hard on it, because I also invested heavily on green energy. I also invested much on the VSDs.
Solar powers.
Don't have the solar powers.
Yeah.
Yes. The machines that I bought are saving. They have a saving mode. VSDs.
So it's helping a lot in terms of consumption.
Helps a lot. And also now I need to plan properly so that I can do my production very fast and switch off the machine. So the wasted time doesn't consume the power. Then I bought the machine that are fast. That's why I told you one machine like the talent punch.
Yeah.
It's very good, very fast. But the consumption is very high.
Very high.
So that one decided I need to buy the second laser cutting machine. This one need to stop.
Wow.
Right. So to decide this won't work, that with a huge amount. That's the most expensive machine I have.
Yeah.
I have here. but it's the one that doesn't work.
Most of the time.
Not most of the time. I will tell you, maybe last year, worked maybe like 2 days.
2 days?
Yes.
Wow.
But now the consumption, the difference in consumption for those 2 days, significant.
You feel it?
I feel it. But no, the reason why I had to work, I had the bulk that I need to deliver. It's my savior.
Oh, so it comes in strong.
It comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least there's a part it plays as well.
It plays, and I don't feel bad even no matter how much I invest in it.
Yeah.
Because at the needy time,
it comes through.
It comes through. Yeah.
So what next for Emirates? What do you want to do next?
I think I want to do bigger than I'm doing today.
Yeah.
And I think one is the effort to make my product known. I think that's why I have to invest in this.
Yeah.
The social media makes things known.
Yeah.
But I also have a plan of 10 years plan.
Yeah.
But I have a target of yearly.
Is it to add one more component or?
No, to increase the volume.
Oh, the volume of production.
Yes. Like last year was the year of perfecting.
Yeah.
This was the year for the marketing.
Wow.
Next year is a year for something else. Maybe to change the machine from this technology to a faster technology.
And so that's why you keep grasp of what is happening, what is changing.
Yes. I have to visit China like twice a year.
Yeah.
All the time.
I remember December we were speaking and you were already in China.
October I was in China.
Oh, October, yeah.
I was on a plan to go twice this year.
Wow.
Mostly for the exhibitions and also visiting what other people are doing. Because there's so many things happening there, not happening here. There's so many to learn, so many things to learn. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's not a legal, it's an expensive affair, but I've learned so much that I implement here, that I want to implement in the future.
And so that you can always be ahead of the game.
I want to be ahead of what people are now doing.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, as we part short, what can you tell the people? What can you encourage people who are planning to come in and invest? What do you advise them? People who want to come invest, come and also be part of your consumers, as well as how to get you.
I would like to tell my fellow brothers and sisters, mostly in Africa, that Africa has an opportunity. It's time for us as Africa to resolve most of the issues, most of the problems that we believe are not locally solved. Because China have given us an opportunity. They have showcased their product, their services. They're willing to teach us. They're willing to do business with us. The fear have made people not to start. Don't look at the money. Take facilities. Banks are there. Take facility, move. Start with something small. And invest in R&D, research and development. Where you start today, you should not do it the same in December.
10 years late off, even the same year.
Don't be comfortable with what you have established. Keep on learning the better ways of doing things today and tomorrow. Don't benchmark on what the Kenyans are doing. We are way behind. Look at people who are ahead of us. Look at the technology. Look at your market. Look at financial capacity. Financial capacity. You'll be able to do so much. Kenya is a very interesting country. If you want to invest in Kenya, especially on the assembling and manufacturing, you never go wrong. Don't mind the government policies. Don't mind the human resource. You have to start from somewhere. Learn, accept to learn, accept the challenges. Because if you buy the machine maybe from places like China, they will fully support you. Anytime they support you. The product, push. One friend of mine told me, think of something, invest in something that you can sell. You need always invest in what you can sell. Yes. Produce what you can sell, not sell what you can produce. Yes. First produce and understand it properly. Take it to the market. because I know that's the beginning of the product, the beginning of every journey. I want to convince people, this is where I am, this is what I have, this is what I can do. Give a shot. So the fear should just people just forget about. Dream, implement that. Fail. We have all failed, but when you give up, we have all lost.
Keep going.
Keep on pushing.
Wow.
But don't just invest blindly. Invest where you can have control. Do the research properly. Invest where you are sure, or your conviction tells you can push harder, because that came from you. Kenya, we can resolve so many things. We have opportunities, we have the market, and maybe mostly on the Kenyan side, people have begun to change their mentality that only good things comes from abroad.
Western world and China.
Yes. Today, good things are coming from within. We have begun to consume our own things all the time. We are consuming our own products, which is very good. It's getting acceptable, right? People have come severally here. They want to partner with me. Some even want to buy me off. We know you can start somewhere else. You can start
they
something
still don't
else.
believe an African is managing all this. They want to buy you off.
How do you do this? Why should I even import you if you can do this? So I told them, look here, this is my blind child. I can't give it away. I can give birth to a child and throw it away, because now selling at this point, at this age, is throwing it away. I'm not ready for that. Give me time. I need to have the roots. This is what I'll pass to my future generation. Take it. This is what I had at my youth age. So we need to start from something. We need to nurture that small thing that you believe in to another level. Government support us. It's very unfortunate that our government does not support us. We get minimal support from the government. From the government. We look at the housing, affordable housing. It was an opportunity for Kenyans.
For Kenyans to produce most of
produce, yes. Look at the EV, the green energy. It's a opportunity for Kenyans. For Kenyans.
You shouldn't just look at the end product. They need to look at who are Kenyans in this field that we can support.
Yes.
It would be very great.
The government need to know us.
Yes.
We exist.
And I hope they will. I hope.
The market need to know that we exist. They need to create a platform for other players to come on board. You cannot come on board without the market of what you want to do. They need to create a platform for the market. We also need a conducive environment to do business. We are ready to do business. We are ready to invest. We are ready to manufacture, to customize, to everything. If the environment is conducive for all of us, let's all play on the same level playing ground. Let's combine. Let the market decide. If they want from this, well and good. Fair enough. If you want this, fair enough. No hard feelings, no nothing. Let the market decide. And we'll be very grateful for the support that the government will give to us. For the local consumers, they have fully supported us. They have begun to acknowledge our effort.
That's amazing.
And people are looking up at us, because we'll not be there for so long. People who are behind us, we need to inspire them with the greater things.
True.
But again, we that we are here today, we need the support on all corners. And the government, come support us. We are ready. We are ready to listen. They need to be ready to listen to us. We also need to compete with the imported products, but with the policies in place today, they're not conducive.
They're not there to fully support.
They're not there to fully support. Yes, we are struggling, and I think we can give up. Yes.
This is it starts somewhere to start it starts somewhere to start filling the gaps on the things we all import.
Yes.
It starts with the boards. Then the next time is somebody doing the screws and the hinges and everything. And at some point, even we do all the sheets here.
Yes. Yes. With the sheets I import. Some I buy locally. Some I import. But also we need a different culture. of the supply chain, not just everything we import. If you have so many players on board, it's easy and economical for somebody else to invest, because there's a ready market for the products, for those accessories. We call them accessories because they complement the entire the entire process. If we don't have those, we need to keep on importing. The system of importing, we have no control. 90, 120 days. You have to be patient. You want to plan properly. That's why you don't have to invest. That's why you invest so much. We internally, we don't grow fast because we spend too much money on foreign products, the accessories and the raw material, than putting the money inside our market. Maybe get some facilities, and that invest on what you can get it locally. So if we are able to get so many parts locally, able to grow faster.
True. And a lot of your finances, number one, you save the 3 months that you already paid without the goods. You have your money is rotating, because you don't need to buy 1,000 pieces at once.
Yes. I don't want to buy things that I need to use in 6 months. I need to buy things that I need for 1 month.
Exactly.
Then before the end of the month, I place another order, deliver. You make my work easier. Yes. So we have challenges. We have things we would like them sorted. We have things we would feel good if they're happening. But time will tell.
Asante sana. So guys, if you want to talk to Emirates and the Light, if you want to talk to Mr. Karanja, I have left contacts and their details, the social details. So reach them out, get to know what they can produce for you, ask as much question as possible. And so you've had, there's a lot of gaps in the market, and the only way is for us you risk, and you do your research and risk, because the market is ready to support you. And we hope the government will put in policy, and not only policy that supports local production, but also in major projects such as the affordable housing, where we are building 1.2 million houses a year. Can imagine if you and others who are here producing all this product locally, the job should have been distributed for the boards and stuff. It's a way the government should help rather than import.
Exactly.
Let's support our own. And this is a segment that I'll be running throughout the year, showcasing different things that Kenyans are doing, because at some point they need to come to light.
Correct.
So that people get to know. And it starts somewhere. Nashukuru sana.
Asante sana. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate. Hope to move far and you guys be the guests most of the time as we introduce other machinery and other services and products in the near future.
I'll be happy to come and see additional products.
Yes. Asante sana.